Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the 10 richest entertainers in America. Before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to this channel for future updates. Number 10. Kanye West. Kanye West may have made a lot of money through his famous albums, but Forbes stated in April 2020 that it was his streetwear company Yeezy that made him a billionaire. West's net worth, however, has sparked some disagreement, as he is no new to controversy. Investment firm UBS valued the Yeezy section of West's business, including an unannounced relationship with Gap, at $3.2 billion and $4.7 billion in March, according to Bloomberg. As a result, numerous newspapers estimated his net worth to be $6.6 billion. Forbes disputed rumors that West is worth about $7 billion, claiming that much of the basis for the high figure stemmed from predicted earnings that have yet to materialize, and that his true net worth is closer to $1.8 billion. According to Forbes, West's money is split between a $1.5 billion interest in Yeezy, $160 million in cash and other assets, $90 million in his music catalog, and a stake in Skims, the shapewear firm founded by his estranged wife Kim Kardashian. Number 9. Jay-Z's. Jay-Z, the creator of hit albums like 444, Beyoncé's husband, and Blue Ivy's father, is one of music's most powerful men. But it is his economic savvy, not his musical ability, that has propelled him to billionaire status. In March, Jay-Z closed a number of profitable deals, including selling a controlling stake in his streaming service Tidal to Square Inc., which is run by Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. He also sold half of his Armand de Brignac champagne brand to LVMH. According to Forbes, these two high-profile deals increased his net worth by 40%, from $1 billion to $1.4 billion. In 2015, Jay-Z paid $56 million for Tidal. Sprint purchased a 33% share in the company for $200 million in 2017, valuing the company at $600 million. He sold a clothing company he founded to Iconics for $204 million a decade before that. He is also a co-owner of the Deuze cognac brand. According to Forbes, his net worth is divided into four categories: $425 million in cash and investments, $320 million in Armand de Brignac, $140 million in Roc Nation, his entertainment firm formed in cooperation with Live Nation, $120 million in Deuze, $95 million in music catalog, $70 million in art collections, and $50 million in real estate. Number 8. Media mogul Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey was born to a single mother in rural Mississippi and worked as a news anchor before headlining The Oprah Winfrey Show for 25 years. According to Forbes, the investments Winfrey made with her share of the show's income are now worth almost $2 billion. According to the Los Angeles Times, she became a billionaire in 2003. According to Forbes, Winfrey, now 67, used the success of her show to develop a media empire and earn a fortune of $2.6 billion. She holds a 25.5% ownership in her television network OWN, a 7% ownership in WW International, and an Apple TV Plus content production pact. According to the Oprah magazine, Oprah has also voiced characters in Charlotte's Web, The Bee-Movie, and The Princess and the Frog, as well as starring in Lee Daniels' The Butler and Selma, among other films. Number 7. Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is the highest-grossing director of all time, thanks to the box office success of Jaws, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and Jurassic Park, among others. According to Forbes, Spielberg's riches stems primarily from his films, although he has also benefited from his work as a consultant for Universal theme parks, and the $3.8 billion sale of DreamWorks Animation to NBC Universal in 2016. Number 6. George Lucas. According to Bloomberg, though Lucas, 76, is the brains behind two of the most well-known film franchises of all time, he made the majority of his money by selling his production business Lucasfilm to Disney for $4.05 billion in cash and stock in 2012. According to IMDb, Lucas also executive produced The Land, Before Time, and penned American Graffiti. Star Wars, Episode I, The Phantom Menace, his highest-grossing film, grossed $474 million at the box office. Lucas originally wanted to be a race car driver, but after nearly dying in a car accident, he opted to pursue filmmaking. According to the university's website, Lucas studied filmmaking at USC before starting Lucasfilm. According to the New York Times, Lucas stepped down from his studio in 2012 to focus on independent projects. Number 5. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is an Atlanta-based writer, producer, and actor known for his comedic productions on national stage tours, Bet, and the Silver Screen that expose the often overlooked experiences of Black America. He's best known for the Medea movie, which he invented and portrayed the figure of a fierce elderly woman. Perry has a net worth of $1 billion, according to Forbes. Perry has produced $1.4 billion in pre-tax profits since 2005, according to Forbes, since he controls every element of his project's development from his 330-acre Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. Perry told Forbes that he took that business technique after Oprah Winfrey, another Hollywood millionaire, advised him to do so. With Jeffrey Katzenberg and David Geffen, Spielberg co-founded DreamWorks Pictures at the age of 74. Number 4. Kim Kardashian. According to Forbes, Kim Kardashian is now a billionaire. On Tuesday, the entrepreneur and reality TV star joined her estranged husband, Kanye West, in the prestigious 3 Club, which includes only 6 other Hollywood heavyweights. Kardashian, who got her start in the early 2000s, as a closet organizer for fellow socialite Paris Hilton, now operates many profitable businesses including Skims, a shapewear line, and KKW Beauty, a cosmetics company. According to Forbes, she has added roughly $220 million to her net worth since September 2020, bringing her total fortune to $1 billion. Kardashian's 2 very profitable businesses, Skims and KKW Beauty, are estimated to account for the majority of her income, along with money from TV and endorsement deals, according to Forbes. Coty, the world's largest cosmetics firm, bought $200 million for a 20% stake in KKW Beauty in 2020, valuing the company at $1 billion. Number 3. Jamie Gertz. Jamie Gertz has a net worth of $3 billion, is an actress, sports club owner, and philanthropist in the United States. Despite having a great career on her own, Jamie Gertz's net wealth is largely derived from her marriage to LA billionaire Tony Ressler. Ressler is a co-founder of Ares Management, which manages over $136 billion in assets at the time of writing. The Atlanta Hawks NBA franchise is part owned by Jamie and Tony. They also possess a minority ownership in the Milwaukee Brewers, and were formerly considered for a majority stake in the Los Angeles Dodgers. Number 2. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney has a net worth of $1.2 billion. Paul McCartney net worth. Paul McCartney is a wealthy British musician with a fortune of $1.2 billion. McCartney is one of the most popular performers and composers in pop music history, best known for his time with the Beatles. His net worth places him among the world's wealthiest musicians. Paul gets easily $50 minus $70 million every year throughout his touring years. He earns tens of millions of dollars per year in royalties and licensing fees from both his own music and an incredibly valuable portfolio of publishing copyrights from other artists through his publishing company, MPL Communications, outside of touring seasons. MPL owns the copyright to songs by Buddy Holly, Carl Perkins, and a slew of other musicians. Number 1. J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is a British author and film producer with a $1 billion net worth. J.K. Rowling is one of the wealthiest individuals in the United Kingdom, and the first author to reach a net worth of $1 billion. It's worth noting that J.K. keeps her personal affairs very quiet, and has denied being a billionaire. That could be the case, if she has surreptitiously contributed a significant percentage of her fortune to charity. For the record, she has given at least $150 million to charity at this point. As you may know, she rose to fame and money as the author of the Harry Potter fantasy series, which has sold 500 million books worldwide since its release in 1997. The books produced a multi-billion-dollar film, merchandising, and theme park empire based on them. J.K. generates between $50 and $100 million a year from her many ventures. She earned $90 million between June 2018 and June 2019. As an unemployed single mother on benefits, she authored the first book. What do you think of our list? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want more videos from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.